Hi there, welcome to class. I'm Miss Bowes. Make sure you have paper handy and a pen or a pencil. We're going to continue with our punctuation. Okay, we're going to deal with the semicolon. Here's the symbol for the semicolon. And we're going to deal with the colon. Yes, indeed. Hold on. Oh, might as well go get that paper while I take care of this. All right. So much better now, isn't it? Yes, indeed. Okay, so you got out that paper where you put your comma notes? Good idea. Remember 3 comma rules. Yes. Don't forget them. Okay, so if we focus right over here, we've got, hold on, we need a pointer. We've got 2 semicolon rules and then 2 colon rules. That's it, folks. And then we're done for today's lesson. And then there's an assignment. Exciting, isn't it? All right, come and follow me over here. Okay, our first rule is 2 ICs and no conjunction. Okay, when we mean the conjunction, and don't worry, we'll talk more about conjunctions down the road when we do parts of speech. But when we mean the conjunction, we're talking about our CCs. Do you remember the CCs? Yes, the coordinate conjunctions. And what was the memory word I told you? What? Boys fan? Good job. Boys fan. But, or, yet, so, for, and, nor. Remember those 7? Yes. Try to remember them. It's really easy. Boys fan. Okay. So this rule says we should have 2 ICs. Again, independent clauses. 2 complete thoughts. The subject and verb. Stand on their own. Okay, they can stand on their own. They don't need to rely on anything else. Okay, so we need 2 of those. And no conjunction. Nope. Just 2 complete thoughts. Now there is a test to help you with it. Whoa, it's a tough cookie here, isn't it? Okay, the test is this. Test. Okay, 2 ICs. We got to make sure about that. And linked. Okay, 2 ICs and linked. So whatever comes after a semicolon must link in thought to what comes before it. Does that make sense? It does? Okay, so let's check this out over here. Here's our example. Okay, focus on the test. Test. Test yourselves with this. Okay, Antje entered the room. She sat down. Oh my goodness. Maybe we need a different marker. Let's try it. Antje entered the room. She sat down. Tell me. IC? What do you think? What is this? Antje entered the room. Is that an IC, a complete thought? Yes, it is. Good job. 1 IC. Okay, everyone got that? Oh, woo. She sat down. What about that? IC? Yes. Another IC. We're passing the first part of the test. Yes, we are. Good job. Okay, now, 2 ICs and no conjunction. So there's no and or but or any of those, right? Okay, good job. Where do we put the semicolon? Where do we put that? Antje entered the room. Woo! There's a slight pause. She sat down. What do you think? Yes, right here. Right here. So let's do it. That's fun. Okay? So there's your semicolon. A little bit better, okay? Antje entered the room, semicolon. She sat down. Now, Is this linked to that? She sat down. Does that link to entering the room? Yes. So guess what? There you go. It passed. Both parts. Questions? None? Okay. Number 2, rule number 2. Number 2. Yes, number 2. 2 ICs and conjunctive adverb. Hold on. This is a new phrase for us. It's also a type of conjunction. 2 ICs and conjunctive adverb. Here are some examples. Still, then, furthermore. Okay, also could be one. Nevertheless. In addition. Those are all conjunctive adverbs. Okay, special words that are linked with 2 ICs. Okay, so let's look at this sentence, this example here. He went to the theater, however, he fell asleep. He went to the theater. He fell asleep. Let's tackle this. He went to the theater. Is that an IC? Yes. 1 IC. He fell asleep. Is that an IC? Yes. 1 IC. Passes the first part. Do they link? Falling asleep. He's going to the theater and he falls asleep? Yes. We got a problem. It says a conjunctive adverb. Do we have one? Okay, it may not be in that little list. Oh, just to let you know, there are a few more. And as I said, I named a few more, okay? So just keep that in mind. Add the ones I said in mind, okay? And there's still a few more, okay? Okay, so what do you think? What about this word? Yes, this is a conjunctive adverb. So for our purposes today, we'll call it CA. Okay, so think to yourself, where would I put the semicolon? He went to the theater, however, he fell asleep. He went to the theater? Yes. So it's going to be right here. He went to the theater, semicolon. However, here's a catch, folks. These conjunctions use 2 punctuation marks. They use the semicolon and a comma. So that means after however there is a what? A comma. Exactly. He went to the theater, semicolon. However, comma, he fell asleep. Okay? Blah, 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 semicolon, still, comma. Blah, 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 semicolon, also, comma. Blah, 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 in addition, comma. Okay? In other words, semicolon, in addition, comma. Sorry. Got excited. Don't get it confused. So it's blah, 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 semicolon, in addition, comma. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, if we did this, he went to the theater, period. However, we still need that comma? Yes, exactly. You still need that comma. You would still write capital T of then, comma. Okay? Any questions? Nope. All right. Let's change the colors. Here's your colon. Dot, dot, 2 dots. Yes, indeed. Okay. We have 2 rules. And quite often people say the colon is the more difficult of the 2 punctuation marks. It can be. But it can be fun to work with. So once you get a feel for it, play around with it. It is fun. It's a very useful punctuation mark. Okay, there is a list. Do you remember anything else that had a list? Yes, items in a series. But you had to have 3 items. See, with the colon, you don't. Okay, you have a list with just 2. Is that amazing? Okay. We'll talk about that a little bit more here. So we have a list. Now, I want you to know something. You see this? The following. I want you to remember that and this. as follows. Those two phrases tell you what? Yes, a colon is coming. Exactly. So let's dig through this. I invited the following people: Max, Cleo, and Carly. Okay. What I like about the colon, especially like the list, for example, is the colon and its rules. Well, the rules could be a combination of different rules. In other words, from different punctuation marks. And you'll see that in a second. So I invited the following people. So we go up to here. And that is what? Is that an IC? It is. Now, Max, Cleo, Carly is what? A DC. Good job. It's a dependent clause. It's not a complete thought, is it? Okay, so be aware, with the colon, you can start, you normally start with an IC, and you could have an IC at the end, or a DC. So be aware of that. So where does your colon go? I invited the following people. Notice there's a pause. I don't say, I invited the following people, Max. Okay, so right here. Got that? Okay, here is another rule. Max, what? Yes, comma. Cleo, what? Yes, comma. Exactly. Okay? Exactly. Now, the colon, if you could, and it's still a list, I invited the following people: Max and Carly. That's a list. Obviously, there are no commas there, right? Okay, good job. Here's the tougher of the two. Explanation, clarification. We like to explain what we're trying to say. We like to make it clearer for the listener, the reader. Okay, there's only one way to success: hard work. Okay? There is only one way to success. IC or DC? Yes, indeed. It is an IC. Hard work? Yep, it's an incomplete thought. It's a DC. Okay? It could be an IC. Sometimes it'll be capitalized. Sometimes it's not capitalized when it follows the colon. So be aware of that. There's only one way to success. Colon. Exactly. Now you might say, why is it under explanation clarification here? See hard work? You see hard work? This here explains this. What is the only way to success? It explains that. It makes that clear. It's hard work. You got to put some hard work into it in order to succeed. Okay? Does that make sense? Any questions about any of these? Okay, so you've got the two ICs, no conjunction whatsoever. Then you've got it where you have a conjunctive adverb. Two kinds of punctuation. Semicolon, comma. You got your colon. It's a list. And also when you want to explain something. Okay? All right, let's turn over here to the assignment. Here's your assignment. I'd like you to copy this down. It says, write 3 sentences. Just 3. It's a wonderful number, isn't it? Okay, the semicolon. I want you to write 2 sentences using the semicolon. Both rules. So you got to do both. Okay? So remember. Also, in addition, nevertheless, okay, some more. Okay, You need to write a sentence for both of these. One here and one here. Okay, then you've got your colon. I want you to write one sentence, but pay attention. I want you to write a sentence only for the first rule. In other words, for the list. Okay? So you've got examples up here. Be original with your examples. Don't make them sound like Miss Faust. Okay? If you have questions, you know how to contact me. Otherwise, 3 sentences, 2 for the semi, both rules, 1 for the colon, rule 1 only, today, and as soon as you're done with it, immediately send it off to my address. And I wish you a very happy punctuation day. Till next time, bye-bye.